Now look at me if you can. Assume I'm holding an axe and I want to cut a tree. I sharpen my axe and I swing it to that tree and I hit that tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get exhausted, I get tired, I keep it down. Today is Friday. Saturday, same tree, same spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll not hit it 15 times, 20 times, or 100 times, just 5 times. I get exhausted. Sunday, same tree, same spot. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Next week but one. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Please now speak to me, all of you, if you can. The tree will? Fall. I can hear you. Let's try with some oof. The tree will? Fall. Now watch this. Some trees will take 2 years to come down. Some trees may take 2 months or 2 weeks or 2 hours. But surely as the day follows the night, that tree will come down. Even a single drop of water cuts through concrete. The greatest challenge I have found in this country, people attempt one tree in January, butchery. February, kinyozi. Wanaona Java imekuwa mzuri sana. So by August, they start a restaurant. December, wanauza makaa. And then they make a conclusion, this tree cannot come down, it's mahogany. They have attempted the entire forest. You know, just disturbing trees. Scratching them, but no tree is coming down. I'll never forget, some 4 years ago, I was training for one of our big banks here in Kenya, in Coast Province. And the meeting was quite well attended by entrepreneurs. There was a specific man who was in that meeting. And I singled him out in my presentation. I was the guest speaker. And I said, this guy must be a multimillionaire. And you know, in Africa, we don't talk such language. That's for the West. You don't admit openly. So the regional manager of that bank told me, Doc, that is so true what you said. In fact, let me tell you in confidence. We have the largest bank here, in the entire coast. And his personal bank account is 30% of all the deposits in the bank. But my real question is this. How did you discover that? I told him it is very easy. During the introduction, this is what people are saying. Mimi, nakuwaga na restaurant, lakini nakuwaga na ka-mpesa. Nyumbani, nakuwaga na cabbages. Lakini unajua, these days, huwezi kaa bila kuuza boutique. But this man said from the age of 19 to that time when he was 66, he has done only one thing, tea business. Selling tea from pickup, canter, lorry, trucks, to containers. It doesn't take genius to realize this is a successful guy. By coincidence, the same year I was invited by the chair, Roy Horriers, to speak in their company. He started with a pickup. He was exactly 66 by coincidence, I repeat. He started with a pickup to a lorry. By that time, he had 169 trucks, 26-wheeler. Every single day, transport. That is his tree. Every single day, transport. Every single day, transport. You know, I had a philosophy by John Maxwell for the first time about identifying your 5 that will bring your tree down. And for a long time, I actually used his philosophy until I was able to develop mine. When I decided, I think I need to develop my personal philosophy about my purpose in life. That was like my eureka moment. And I said, from now henceforth, I have my 5. Every day I'll pray. Every day I'll learn. Every day I'll journal what I learn. Number 4, every day I'll reflect on what I learn. And number 5, every day I'll speak life. I'll speak things into existence. Let me repeat. You don't need to write this. This is about my tree. But I'll be taking you to task to identify yours. Every day I'll pray. I'll never start any single day without seeking God's face. I'll never make any decision without praying, no matter how simple it looks. Number 2, every day I will learn. Every day I'll read something new. Because that's about my career, that's about my calling, that's about my vocation, that's about my purpose. Number 3, every day I'll journal what I learn. I'll write it down, I'll record it. Whether it's audio recording or writing it down. Number 4, I'll reflect on what I learn. And finally, I'll speak life. I'll speak things into existence. Today, I spoke this meeting to full capacity. In fact, I called my PA. And I remember telling Mercy the same words. I told our media team, about today's meeting, I do not want anybody's faith. I told them that. I don't want your views, your comments. My faith is alone to run this meeting. And I told them this. If on Monday this meeting is not attended, never again call me Dr. Kinyanjui Nganga, call me false prophet Kinyanjui. Now ask them after this. That's exactly what I told my Mercy. That's exactly what I told my PA. You know, I have come to realize you speak things to existence and you connect with what happens in the heavenly realms. Every positive word you speak activates heaven into action, calls for heaven's backup. Every negative word you speak activates the demonic realm into action. Now, I have to pause there for a moment. This needs to sink for you so that you make some certain proclamations in 2019. This needs to sink. You see, Jesus said, whosoever shall tell this mountain, be ye removed from here and planted there, and does not doubt in his heart, it shall be done. Jesus never said, does not doubt in his mind. Why? Because we are human. We are human. You're likely to doubt with your thoughts. But once you speak it, you transfer it from your mind to your heart. That's why Jesus said, and does not doubt in his heart. Here it's how it works. And a general met Jesus and said, you know, one of my officers is sick. And the Lord said, well, you know, I think we need to give honor to the one honor is due. I'll pass by your house and pray over him. And the chief of general staff said, you can't do that. You don't need to come to my house. I understand how things work. I'm a general. I speak the word and bullets are fired in the battleground. I speak the word and action takes place. Jesus, I know who you are. Just say the word. Just say the word and demons will flee. Just say the word and sickness will leave. Just say the word. I know who you are. Just say the word. And Jesus said, he has never seen such faith all over Israel. Create the time and read the story in your devotional time, Matthew 8, verse 5 and following. The Bible says God does not know how to lie. It is not in his nature. God does not lie because he doesn't like lying. He cannot lie. He doesn't have the capacity to lie. Then I want to ask you the question. God does not have the capacity. He does not have the ability to lie. He cannot make a decision whether to lie or not. It's not in his inherent nature. Now, verse 29. So I want to ask you this. Now tell me whether God is lying when he says, let the weak say, I'm strong. Let the poor say, of course, let the sick say, I'm healed. If God can tell sick people to say they're healed, and it is not in his nature to lie, what does that tell you? Don't say things as they are in 2019. Say things as you expect them to be. Say things as you want them to be. If you continue gossiping your husband and saying how a wreck he is, how a cabbage he is, he will exactly be that in 2019 and following. Every negative profession you make becomes your permanent residence. Every time you say kagojwa kangu, even Satan tells the demons, don't touch it. Hiyo ni yake. Hako kagojwa kakona copyright. Why are you touching patented stuff? In 2019, if you are single, stop joining the clubs of singles and begin saying, this is the year I'm getting married. Whether there is someone who is proposing or not is immaterial. Let the singles say they are married. Hey, isn't that what we are saying? That's God's language. I say this because I have learned something. By the way, I'm dead serious. I prayed for this meeting. I made proclamations. And I have seen it in my life. Every time you speak things to existence, God backs it. And that's my challenge for you. Resolve 2019. You will speak things as you want them to be, not as they are, but as you expect them to be. For the benefit of our friends and visitors who joined here for my first time, I want to ask you a couple of questions and then derive a certain lesson out of it. I'm going to mention some names, and I want you to tell me what you identify them with. Are you ready? Yes. Bill Gates? Microsoft. All right. Mark Zuckerberg? Facebook. We are doing well. Jack Ma? Alibaba. Aha. That's US and China. Can we come home? Yes. Dr. James Mwangi? Yes. James Orengo? You know, I was in Kisumu, and I mentioned exactly what I've mentioned, and somebody told me, Doc, resist. Okay, can you try a few names? Churchill. Nameless. Music. Professor Goge Wadhiongo. David Rudisha. Let's put your name there now. What's your name? What's your name? Wamaida who? Huh? Lucy Wamaida! Nobody knows. My God, let's try your name.
Phyllis Mwangi.
Phyllis Mwangi, congregation, talk to me. Phyllis Mwangi! Do you sympathize with yourself?
Very much.
How can you be in Kenya for 40 years, 50 years, and nobody has a clue? If you continue cutting this tree, if you continue cutting that tree, everybody will get to know what you're doing. That is the truth. Some people tell me, Doc, there's so much money now in Turkana. They have just discovered oil. I say, that is true. Every day how you learn something new. Every day I'll journal things, I'll pray, I'll reflect, and I'll speak things into existence. That's my tree, that's your tree. Some people say, there's so much money in supplies. Every Kenyan student is doing procurement. And you wonder why the country can't develop. But that's somebody's tree, that's not my tree. So look at your neighbor on the right, on the left, and ask them, what's your tree? Get the answer, get the answer, get the answer. Now, I'll give you some steps in discovering this tree. 3 simple steps.